Hello, welcome to Robin Bodhi Yoga. I'm Robin. For today's practice, we have a short practice designed to build our energy up. There are no required props today, so when you're ready, come join me on the mat. And we're going to start by swinging our arms around. This is called knocking on heaven's door. And it's just to build energy. And then from here, let's take a deep breath in, stretching up tall, arms overhead. And then we're going to exhale, bring the arms down, bending the knees, come all the way down. And then inhale, stretching up. And exhale again, bending the knees to come all the way down. Another big inhale up, stretch, stretch, stretch. And we're going to exhale to neutral. From here, we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale to stretch up for extended mountain pose, and we'll exhale to fold down. Inhale, we'll halfway lift, flattening the back, bringing the hands to the shins, and exhale, forward fold back down. From here, we're going to step the left foot way back, and we're going to lower that knee down to the mat, coming to a low lunge. So you can shift your hips forward, lining the knee up with the ankle. You can keep your hands framing your right foot, or you can bring them to the knee. From here, we're going to bring the hands back down to the mat, and we're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot so we can turn everything to the left, extending that right leg out to the side with the sole of the foot on the mat. We're coming to our gate pose, so we're going to lift our torso, bring the left hand up overhead, and side bend toward the extended right leg. And we're going to straighten the torso back up, lower that left hand back down, bend at the waist again to bring both hands down to the mat. We're going to turn back to the right to face front, pulling that right foot in as needed to come back to that low lunge position. Then curl your left toes under, lift the left knee to come to a runner's lunge. From our runner's lunge, we're going to bring the right hand over to the left side again, turning everything to the left, letting that right leg straighten to come to a wide-legged forward fold. From our wide-legged forward fold, we're going to walk the hands back around to the right. So we're facing the top of the mat again. Let both feet turn with you. And then bend the right knee some. Find your stability and lift the torso and arms up for our high lunge. From our high lunge, we're going to pivot the left foot out 90 degrees, lower the arms to shoulder height, looking over the right hand, keeping the right knee bent for warrior two. From warrior two, we're going to pivot the left foot to face front again, bring the arms back up overhead in that high lunge position. And then from here, we are going to step the left foot up to meet the right for our extended mountain pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale, forward fold down. From our forward fold, we're going to halfway lift and then exhale to forward fold back down. And now we're going to do the other side. So step the right foot way back, lowering that knee down to the mat to come to our low lunge. And again, shift your hips forward to get a little bit of a stretch on the right hip flexor. And then from our low lunge, we're going to bring the left hand to the right and turn to the right, extending that left leg out to the side, lifting the torso, bringing the right hand overhead, and side bend toward the extended left leg for our gate pose. Then we'll straighten the torso back up, lower that right hand back down, bring both hands back down to the mat so you can turn everything back to face the top of the mat. Adjust that left foot so you can get that low lunge position again. And then from here, we'll curl the right toes under, lifting the right knee for our runner's lunge. From our runner's lunge, we're going to bring that left hand around to the right side again, turning to the right for our wide-legged forward fold. So that left knee straightened and both feet are pointed forward, the same direction your hips are turned. From our wide-legged forward fold, we're again going to walk our hands toward the top of the mat, so to the left, turning the feet with you, bending that left knee, finding your stability, and then we're going to lift the torso and the arms to come to our high lunge. Pivot on the right foot to 90 degrees, lowering the arms to about shoulder height for warrior two. And then from here, we're going to pivot the right foot to face front again, coming back to that high lunge position. Step the right foot forward to meet the left for extended mountain pose. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. From our forward fold, we are going to go ahead and step the right foot back, followed by the left, lowering the knees down to the mat. From our tabletop, so our knees are under our hips, our hands are under our shoulders. We're going to take a deep breath to drop the belly for cow. And then on our exhale, we're going to arch the back for cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Let's do one more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale, arching the back for a cat. From here, we'll inhale just to neutral spine. And then let's lift the torso up and practice our half camel pose. So your feet can be turned with the tops of the feet flat on the mat, or you can curl your toes under so your heel is more lifted. You can also place a block here if you wanted to. It's up to you. Now, once you decide your foot position, We're going to start on the left side, and we're going to reach down with the left hand to the heel, bringing the right overhead for our half camel. And then we'll gently lift back up, and we're going to go straight to the other side. So we're going to reach down with the right hand to the right heel, bringing the left overhead, pushing the hips forward. And we'll gently lift back up. And then from here, we're going to take our knees about as wide as the yoga mat, the big toes together, fitting the hips down toward the heels. And then bring your hands to the mat and trying to keep your hips down as best you can. Walk your hands forward, letting the head come down to the mat for our extended child's pose. From here, we're going to gently lift back up, and we're going to come to a seated position with our knees pointed up to the ceiling. From here, we'll recline back onto the back. And then from here, let's cross the right knee over the left, pick both legs up to grab hold of the ankles for our reclined shoelace. And we'll gently release, setting the left foot back down. Keep the legs crossed though, and then we'll let both legs fall over to the left, bringing the arms to a goalpost shape for our recline twist. And we'll gently lift the legs back up to center and cross that right leg. And we're going to cross the left one over the right and then pick both legs up to grab hold of the ankles as best you can for the shoelace, reclined shoelace pose. And we'll gently release and we'll set the right foot back down, keeping the legs crossed. Then let both legs fall over to the right, bringing the arms back to that goalpost shape for our recline twist. And we'll gently lift the legs back up to center. And from here, we're going to go ahead and extend the left leg out long and the right leg long. Bring the arms down by the side and relax into Shavasana. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. You can stretch overhead if you would like to. And then when you're ready, gently roll to one side and push on up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you like this practice, and I'll see you next time.